Oh my gosh, everyone. Is Tom Brady ever going to stop playing football? We just got huge news that Tom Brady will be coming out of his 40-day retirement and will be coming out of retirement to play his 23rd season in the NFL, everyone. Shocking news, but not shocking news, because Tom Brady just seems like that guy that is incredibly in love with this game, kind of like Jerry Rice was, except Jerry Rice just kept playing. But Tom Brady is that guy where if he takes a break from football, he's going to miss it like heck, everyone. And look, he just proved that right here. Tom Brady's incredibly in love with the game of football. Retired 40 days, and now he's back. He just pulled a Michael Jordan, except it only took 40 days for him to come out of retirement, everyone. Now, look, there's a lot of factors where I think him coming out of retirement really are affected here, everyone. Deshaun Watson to the Bucs, that's out of the phase now. That's out of the picture. Tom Brady is back. Don't even think about bringing in Deshaun Watson. There were rumors on Baker Mayfield. Don't even think about bringing in Baker Mayfield. The GOAT is back. Retired for 40 days, and now he's back, everyone. There's another thing. Now, teams in the NFC have things to fear now. Aaron Rodgers re-signed. Look, you didn't go to the AFC. Now you got to deal with Tom Brady again. You thought he was gone. You signed that extension. Look, hey, Tom Brady is gone. I'm going to stay with the Packers because, look, it looks more easy now in the NFC. Nope, Tom Brady's back. You got to let go of that. There's also another thing. We know that a lot of pieces on the Bucs offensive line may leave this offseason. Carlton Davis, his future with the Bucs is up in the air. Leonard Fournette, is he going to come back to the Buccaneers? There's a lot of key players that are going to be in free agency. And look, Tom Brady wasn't going to be on the team. So were those guys going to come back? But look now, Tom Brady is back. And we know that everyone in the NFL wants to play with Tom Brady. Now, players like Leonard Fournette, players like a lot of guys on that offensive line, players like Carlton Davis, they're going to want to return to this team, everyone, because Tom Brady is back and he gives you the best chance to win. You don't walk away from Tom Brady. So I expect a lot of Bucs players that were going to walk into free agency this year to at least try and sign back, just because when Tom Brady comes back, or if he's there, you don't walk away from Tom Brady. You just can't do that. So I expect a lot of pieces that might have walked in free agency without Tom Brady to kind of come back and try and re-sign with the Bucs, or even try and sign for a minimum to come play again with Tom Brady, because he is Tom Brady and it's just great to play with Tom Brady. You just don't walk away from him. And look, everyone, when you're as healthy as Tom Brady has been his whole career, when you haven't been beat up as much as he has, you have a reason to be able to want to come back to football because you're healthy. If you're healthy and you really love the game as much as Tom Brady loves it, you're really going to have that itch to want to come back and play football. And look, right now, I think the Buccaneers really have to be trying their hardest to rebuild that offensive line they had last year, or bring in some new pieces to really ensure that, hey, our offensive line is intact for a 23-year vet in Tom Brady, who was nearing 50 years old, everyone. But look, they got to do anything they can to make sure they can ensue their old offensive line, or bring in some new pieces to make sure you get a better one, or one that is suitable to protect your very, very old quarterback in Tom Brady, everyone. But look, I'm really just not surprised. I was surprised when he did retire, but everyone knew Tom Brady was eventually going to miss this game of football that he loves so much, everyone. No, he's been playing my whole life. No one really saw Tom Brady retiring because he's had so much success. He's still really healthy, and he just loves this game too much, everyone. If I'm Mike Evans, if I'm Bruce Arians, if I'm Chris Godwin, if I'm this whole Buccaneers front office, I am thanking God right now, because Tom Brady is back and he gives you the best chance to win, and he also gives you the best chance to try and acquire more players, because hey, maybe this is his final year. Players want to be able to come play with Tom Brady for the last time since you got one more chance. Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised, because Tom Brady, this might be his last year. I wouldn't be surprised if Odell Beckham Jr. came to the Buccaneers. He's expressed his desire to play with Tom Brady. Odell is a free agent, Antonio Brown's obviously not coming back. We'll see what happens with Chris Godwin. But look, I wouldn't be surprised, because it's Tom Brady's last year, that Odell Beckham Jr. decides to hop on the train for one last time, since this may be the last time we see Tom Brady, and say, hey, I really always wanted to play with Tom Brady. Here's my chance. I got the Super Bowl with the Rams, but look, I get to go play with Tom Brady. Let's do it. Take a discount for less to try and go play with Tom Brady. I know Odell really has been longing to play with him. And look, I think they could get him for cheap, especially because he's on an injury right now. Come back and possibly late November, early December, and help the Buccaneers for a playoff push or Super Bowl push. I think there's a realistic chance, since that Odell is a free agent, this might be the last year we see Tom Brady. I think there's a very realistic chance that Odell Beckham Jr. goes out to play with the Buccaneers, everyone. But look, those are my thoughts on this Tom Brady news, everyone. We got more big news in the NFL here. Crazy offseason, crazy start to it, and we're just getting into it. Free agency starts tomorrow on Monday, everyone. I cannot wait for all of it. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Malik Hicks, aka the Ranker of the Ultimate Sports TV, signing off. Peace out, and I'll see you on the other side.